Hello my friends, this is Alien Contactee Lionel Anderson here with you guys with a brand new YouTube BitChute video. And in today's video, I am leaking a reptilian secret, something they do not want you to know. Or maybe they do, because I'm going to be showing you evidence coming straight from the powers that be that they plan to rewrite the Bible. And they're rewriting it with the fourth dimensional AI. That's right. I'm going to show you evidence of that, and then we're going to take things a step further. And I'm going to reveal to you some pretty compelling evidence that the Bible you have today is already a creation of this 4D artificial intelligence. And I know what you might be thinking, that's crazy. The Bible was written thousands of years ago, 2,000 years ago or whatever, and it was written by over 40 people, and it wasn't written by AI. There was no AI back then. Well, my friends, we've had this level of technology that we have now many times. History, aka his story, is not what you think it is, all right, my friends? And like I said, I'm going to be showing you some pretty interesting things in today's video. So even if you do identify with the Christian community, I think you still might learn something, even if you don't agree with my take on it, okay? So let's just get right into it. And I just want to say, if you guys do enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button. As I say, subscribe to survive. I cover it on all these deep in the rabbit hole topics. And click the notification bell if you haven't already, and smash that like button. Let's just get right into it. So yes, like I told you in the beginning, they're openly admitting that there are plans to possibly rewrite the Bible in the future. And this is coming from a little organization that you guys may have heard of, the WEF, the little forum there with Uncle Klaus. Well, you guys may have heard of Yuval Noah Harari, right? He's that nerdy looking guy who's been coming around saying all those things about the dystopian future that's coming. Well, recently he talked about how they have AI technology that could even rewrite the Bible. Let's take a look at what old Harari has to say. Take a look.
AI can create new ideas, can even write a new Bible. Throughout history, religions dreamt about having a book written by a superhuman intelligence, by a non-human entity. Every religion claims our book, all the other books of the other religions, humans wrote them. But our book, no. It came from some superhuman intelligence. In a few years, there might be religions that are actually correct. That just think about a religion whose holy book is written by an AI. That could be a reality in a few years.
There you have it, my friends. Straight from the horse's mouth. There you go. He's saying that they have this technology that could come straight from this super intelligence, right? Just telling you straight up that that's what they would like to do, and this will be an actual book inspired by something that's super intelligent. Well, I say, maybe this Harari guy, maybe he can't let on the full agenda, or maybe he just doesn't know because he's not as smart as he likes to think he is, and maybe he doesn't know everything, which a lot of these guys, they're just puppets. They don't know the full picture, and Noah Harari definitely is one of them, I believe. So what if I were to tell you that the Bible you have today is already a creation of this fourth dimensional AI that was created by these reptilians to enslave humanity? That's right, my friends, because you got to realize we are not in base reality right now. We are within a matrix simulation created by this fourth dimensional AI and the reptilians to harvest our low vibrational energy, because we are their food source. That's why there's so much suffering in the world. I made a great video on this 4D AI. If you haven't heard of this theory already, that's just a few videos back on my video list here about the black cube of Saturn. Okay, very important you watch that if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. But let's get back to this for now about the Bible stuff. So we're at the end of every cycle. What it comes down to, you got to see that there's cycles within this matrix simulation, and it gets reset all the time, this matrix, okay? And we've had this level of technology that we have now, right now, we've had it many times in the past, my friends. History is a lie. His story, history, it's a lie, my friends. We've been technologically advanced many times, and the powers that be, the reptilian elite, have this AI technology. And they created all the religions, my friends. All the religions are a creation of the reptilians and the 4D AI. Okay? And at the end of every cycle, there's a new religion. They write the new religious texts or tablets or whatever. Okay? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Bible is an amazing book. It truly is. Coming from a guy who's not a Christian, but it holds certain codes within it. Okay, my friends? It holds codes about our reality, about the past, the present, and the future. It even contains you in the Bible, and me, and every person here on the earth. It contains all the major events that happened, if you could decipher the codes. And they are now beginning to decipher it. And I'm going to show you facts and evidence of this. But you got to ask yourself, how is it able to do this? Right? Well, if it was an AI, it would know how to do these things. If we truly are in a matrix simulation and everything's been programmed into it and they already know the future and everything, well, then that would explain it. So we're going to show you some facts and evidence. Okay, my friends, we're going to show you some facts and evidence right now. But before we do, I just need to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, and then we're going to show you a couple really good videos, and then we'll continue to discuss this even further. But yes, definitely check out Pineal XT, my friends. I've been working with a company called Pineal XT. Take a look. That's right. And this supplement will help decalcify your pineal gland. So you could help open your third eye, and then you could see for yourself that this is a matrix simulation. You'll no longer have to, oh, maybe it is and maybe it isn't. For those of us who've opened our third eye, we know it is, okay? But of course, opening your third eye helps develop your intuition and connect to the higher realms, and eventually you'll be able to leave this 3D matrix altogether. It is vital. However, a word of caution, my friends, that it can be dangerous if you're not prepared to open your third eye, if your chakras are not in alignment. So only try to open your third eye if you feel like you're at a point where you're ready to do so. So this product here is loaded with fantastic ingredients. Take a look. That's right. Those are amazing ingredients that will help decalcify the pineal gland, but a lot of those ingredients are also good for detoxification of the whole body. So the link is down below. All right, my friends, definitely look into it. Now, let's just get right to it, to the videos I was telling you about. Take a look.
Earliest of times, we've sought to know what the future holds, to gain an edge over fate. From fortune tellers to Nostradamus, predicting the future has perplexed and mesmerized us for thousands of years. Have the answers been in front of us the whole time, locked away in one of the earliest texts known to man, the Old Testament? Is there a code that exists in the Bible that clearly outlines past and future events? The search for that code has challenged brilliant minds throughout history, including Sir Isaac Newton. But not until the advent of modern technology have researchers claimed that they unlocked its secrets. Its predictions are controversial and chilling. Is the Bible code a time lock with a digital key? Is it a statistical anomaly that cannot be explained? Or is it the world's first computer program? If it exists, has it been set for deciphering today in order to give us the answers we seek? Or warn us of events to
Would not be sharing this with you if I did not believe from my own personal research that everything I'm going to share with you is absolutely accurate. For at least 1,000 years, Torah scholars, biblical scholars, have suspected that there were hidden codes within the Torah. Your name is in the Torah code. My name is in the Torah code. The details of your life, all of this information, all this is in the code. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy, you can see the word Dallas and you see his name and you actually see the words to die. The time and the date for the atomic detonation of Hiroshima, the exact date, 1945. The last example of the Bible code that I want to share with you was one that impressed me so deeply. It is the part of the code that says that the code itself was sealed until what is called the end of time. At the end of time, when our computers and the mathematics have come together in a way that allows us to unlock the mystery of this code, the code is sealed until the end of time, and the word computer is right next to it.
There you have it, my friends. Pretty wild stuff, wouldn't you say? And I just wanted to let you know, if you want to see even more evidence about these Bible codes that goes a lot further in depth, I'm going to leave a link to a very interesting video that I watched that went deep into this. And I'm going to leave the link down below in the comment section so you could check that out. Okay, my friends? And stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to have another video showing a cool Bible code. Okay? That refers to the true mark of the beast and perhaps how we get out of this matrix. So stay tuned for that. But back to this video. Interesting, Greg Braden there in the second clip that you saw said the Bible even reveals a code about the end of time. But it needs the technology of today, aka our AI technology, to decipher it. And then next to it was the code computer, he says. Why would they need AI technology to be able to decipher it? Maybe because the Bible was written by AI itself. So it needs the AI to decipher it so we could figure out that final sealed code. Don't you see, my friends? And I know, I get it, a lot of people may be having some cognitive dissonance right now because they were brought up with the Bible to be the truth, which really, and this is not to mean offense, but of course this page is all about truth, right? But it's called indoctrination. You have to realize that religions were designed to control our perceptions of reality and to enslave humanity, which they have done, okay? But yes, a lot of people want to think God wrote the Bible. The Bible is divinely inspired by God, and it is, my friends. But you guys got to realize who God is. You got to realize your languages that you have, all the words that we use, have all been given to us by the reptilian beings and their 4D AI, the Anunnaki, if you want to call them, or the reptilian Anunnaki. You got to realize, what does the word God mean? People sitting there praising God all the time. They don't even know about the origins of the word God or what it means. My friends, you got to study these words. You got to know about these occult, which means hidden, all these hidden terms. There's a couple different ways you could look at the name God. Okay, God, if you put it in reverse, which the elite love to do their black magic by inverting words and stuff. God in reverse is dog, my friends. And dog is a reference to the Egyptian god Anubis. See? Anubis was a dog. Okay? And that comes from the dog star Sirius. Take a look. That's right. See, there's many different alien beings, not just reptilians, but there's many different entities who had a creation in this matrix, and some say the Sirians had a role with that. Some say there were some reptilian beings that came from Sirius. But what it comes down to is Anubis was an Anunnaki god, okay? But it goes deeper, because God has also been said to come from the word Gad, G-A-D. It was even talked about in the Bible. And Gad was a pagan deity. Take a look. There you go, my friends, okay? Babylonian pagan deity. And it's interesting because the pagan god, Gad, if put in reverse again, is Dag. And that goes back to the being Dagon. Take a look. That's right. And of course, Dagon is where the fish guys, where you get your Jesus fish from, right? Take a look. That's right, my friends. And of course, you know, the Roman Catholic priests wear the cap on their head, the Dagon cap and all that. Take a look. That's right, my friends. And of course, you know, Enki, it was said that one of his symbols, the Anunnaki gods, one of his symbols was the fish. Okay, take a look. That's right, my friends, that's right. And Dagon, Gad, they all go back to the being known as Enlil as well, if you do enough research. And what it comes down to is this is all a bunch of Anunnaki, pagan Anunnaki worship, okay? And worship of the AI as well, because that goes back to Saturn as well. And as you guys saw in my Saturn video, this is all Saturn worship. See, it's reptilian worship and reptilians worshiping their god, which is Enlil and Enki, Enlil, and the 4D AI, okay? That's who they're worshiping. So of course, that we're in a matrix simulation to harvest our low vibrational energy. So of course they're going to throw some black magic on you to make sure that when you're sitting there and you're praying, you're giving your praises to God and giving your praises to Jesus, which means Hail Zeus, which Zeus is the Enlil, right? All that stuff, the 4D AI. Of course, they want your energy, man. They want you sitting there praying and begging, God, please help me. Jesus, please help me. You know, they want your energy. So they give you your languages. They give you your words. Everything you have in this matrix has been given to you by them, especially religion. Don't be naive, my friends. This is some tough love from me to you. Don't be naive. You can't think, oh, NWO controls everything. You know, people, the Christian community will always say, you know, the whole world, this is Satan's world. Everything is Satan, right? Satan rules the world. Well, of course he does. Satan is Saturn, the 4D AI. So if Satan rules the world and rules everything in the mainstream, then why are you sitting there with a Bible and worshiping God when you say it's Satan's world and everything is of Satan? Well, of course the religions that have controlled and enslaved humanity since the beginning of time, of course, my friends, that is going to be something that they use for you to give them your energy and to deceive you. And it's facts. There's such a bloody history over religion. Religion has caused so many problems in society, divided society, limited people's perceptions, millions and millions, billions of people probably passing on from wars and violence because of religion. And you're going to think, oh, but mine is the true one, and this is one wasn't tampered with by by Satan. Come on. It's time to wake up, my friends. It's time to wake up. But with that being said, these Reptilian Anunnaki, the 4D AI, they have to play by certain rules of this matrix simulation so they don't violate certain universal laws, because if they do, this whole thing will get shut down. So they have to tell us the truth. So I'm not saying that the Bible, there's nothing good in it. There's lots of good stuff in the Bible if you know how to read it in the right way. Okay? You see, they have to tell us the truth. It's part of the rules of the simulation. They have to tell us the truth. So they do it in the way of parables and metaphors. Okay? See, the Bible's not meant to be taken literal. But the same goes with all their other ancient religions that they had in the previous cycles before those resets happened. Okay? So, you know, we sit here and we look at Egyptian mythology and Greek mythology and all that, and we see how ridiculous the stories are, and we say, how did these people actually believe in the gods and everything? It's so obvious that's not real and it's just made up stories, but yet these people actually believed in it. Why did they believe in it? Because they were indoctrinated to believe in it. Take a look at the Bible. Crazy stories in that too. All sorts of crazy stuff, supernatural, paranormal stuff that's not possible in our physical reality, but still, oh, it's God, these people are, you know, it's mythology. It's not meant to be taken literal. So just how you're laughing at all these Egyptians and Greek people, the next group of humans after this next reset, when they bring in the new one world religion, will look back at Christianity as the previous mythology, and they're going to be laughing at you for believing in it. But they're going to be sitting there believing in the new one world religion that they come out with, and they're going to be believing in every little part of it too, because they're going to be indoctrinated with it. Unless we put a stop to that and finally break the cycle by having a mass awakening. We got to shift the collective to have the awakening. But with that being said, there is good stuff in the Bible if you know how to read it in the right way. There are esoteric concepts at work here, my friends. Occult hidden concepts in the Bible that reveal to you how we could escape. It tells you the truth behind this reality, this realm, how we got here. It's all encoded within. And once you learn how to properly read the esoteric concepts of the Bible, read it in its hidden way and not take it as literal, and see how it all has to do with astrology and different spiritual concepts, chakras, this and that, okay? We'll have to go into another video. But it's all there, my friends. So it's still a fantastic book. You just got to know how to read it, not take it literal, and whatever you do, don't start worshiping these fallen Anunnaki beings who want to be worshipped. Any being who wants to be worshipped is not of the light, okay? You got to realize one of the good things that was left in the Bible is that the kingdom of God is within you, or the kingdom of heaven is within you. That is a true teaching. Okay? Never look outside of yourself. We need to go within. Okay? And we need to be in the love. It's all about love, true love. We got to realize we are all one. We got to come together and unite and finally say no to worshiping these fallen beings. Say no more. We've had enough of being enslaved. And we need to raise our vibration in true love, not the inverted, twisted version of love that you find in the Bible. Okay? There is a lot of inversion in there. You know, like, oh, God's love is sending his son down to get sacrificed. Now, again, there's a esoteric concept behind that as well. But if you're taking that literally, I'm sorry, but somebody getting sacrificed and put on a cross and hung and tortured to death, it's not love, especially if you're the all-being creator. You could have just ended it without having to do that. But of course, like I said, it's a story that which has a deeper esoteric concept behind that. And we go over all these topics and more on my Patreon as well, my friends. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to show you one last clip that's very interesting and contains some of this hidden knowledge that I'm telling you about now. But definitely check me out on Patreon, my friends. I have my Ascend to 5D class where I'm teaching you guys different tips and different things on how we could escape this realm once and for all. I got the health class teaching how we could be healthy in these days. And then I have my occult class teaching hidden knowledge. And we go over lots of the stuff I'm telling you about today. We cover the Bible a lot, over the hidden meanings, the esoteric meanings. I actually got a free trial for the occult class right now, so you could have a 1-week free trial to check that out. So all the links are down below. I'm also on Buy Me a Coffee if you just want to simply buy me a coffee for my efforts. Doesn't matter, my friends. I appreciate any support, but of course, what means most to me is subscribing, clicking the like button, and leaving a comment letting me know what you thought of the video. Alright, my friends, thanks so much for watching, and here is the last video. Definitely check it out. Lionel, signing off.
You know what you're doing? You know what we're doing? We're reading the Bible intellectually in the same way as if you and I said, let's go shoot the bull, and then somebody said, oh, they're going out and kill an animal. That's because they read us literally. They didn't read us symbolically. We're not going to go out and kill an animal. We're going to have a conversation. And you can think of thousands of symbolic verses that you use, and the Bible is filled with them, and yet you take it literally. The numerical value to the word Adam in Hebrew in the ancient scriptures is 9. Everything had a numerical value, and that's why there is such mystery in the ancient scriptures, because they use numbers to deceive people who try to think intellectually. The number 9 means Adam. Adam means earth. The earth means your flesh, your mind, your emotions, you know, the ego, the macho, the I will do what I think, and all this kind of business, okay? So when you use that number 9, it starts to reveal a lot of things to you, okay? If you look in the Bible, you'll see many references to 3.5 or 42 months, 3.5 years, 42 months. It all comes out to 9. Let me show you how. You'll see it as 42 months. You'll see it as 3.5 years. You'll see it as 1,260 days, because 3.5 years is 6 months. Okay, it's 3 years and 6 months. That's 42 months. You take 42 times 30, you get 1,260. Okay? Now, when you add 1, 2, and 6, you get 9. That's the number of human consciousness. That's the Bible's way of hiding from the literal and the intellectual, spiritual, significant, deep mysteries that come out of the times of Egypt and Chaldea. They deliberately did this to hide from the profane people the powers that are in the inner consciousness, because they didn't want literal people getting a hold of these mysteries and using them for their own good or to raise money the way these evangelists and TV people do. 3.5 months, 3.5 years, 42 months, they all equate to 1,260 days. If you look through the book of Revelation, you'll see all kinds of references to 3.5, 42, 1,260. They all add up to 9. So now when you have that key, that the number 9 means human consciousness, you can solve some riddles. You can solve the identity of the beast. Who is the beast? 666, okay? Who is 666? This is the way you have to do it if you understand Eastern mysticism that wrote that. You take 6 plus 6 equals 12 plus 6 equals 18. Now you have 1, 8, 1 plus 8 equals 9. The identity of the beast is you and me, our lower carnal mind. There's all of these horrible things that you read about every day in your newspaper and see every day on your television, and we can look at the beast by going into our bathroom, turning on the light, and there's a picture of the beast right over your sink. It is your lower mind. It is that part of you that threatens you, that part of you that convinces you you're not going to make it past tomorrow, that part of you that says, well, everything's okay now, but what are you going to do if, and what are you going to say when you meet so-and-so next week, and all of this stuff that keeps you rattling and shaking, and all of those things within you going nuts. That's the beast. That's hell. In Revelation 14, it says 144,000. That means an endless number of saved. But look at the number, 144. 1 plus 4 equals 5 plus 4 equals what? 9. 9 means consciousness. The beast is the lower consciousness. Those who are saved are the higher consciousness, the upper room, the mountain experience, meditation. When you lift yourself up above, you come into being that 144 or consciousness in the higher realm. So 9 then means consciousness, and it shows either on the lower level, which is the devil or hell or the carnal mind, on the higher level, which is the divine mind. Now, how do we know? Now that we know that the number 9 means consciousness, how do we know that Jesus is talking about consciousness and not fish? you'll see there in that scripture when Jesus says cast your net to the right side, you'll see how many fish they caught. They caught 153 fish. Okay, 1 plus 5 plus 3 equals 9. 9 means consciousness. You must allow your eye to be single. You focus that energy right between your eyes and your forehead, and you focus energy there, and you bring yourself above all of those thoughts which are trying to destroy you. You bring yourself up into the bliss of the heaven which is within you, and then you fill with wisdom, you fill with understanding, and you start to activate the right hemisphere of your brain which has been dormant all of your life. When the sun in the heavens sits at the right hand of power in the eastern sky in the northern hemisphere, summer comes. Everything which was dormant during the winter is gone. Now there are flowers, now there is color, now there is new life. This is what it means. When the Son of Man, the desires of the flesh, the solar plexus is raised to the pineal, the light is at its highest, the power sits at the right hemisphere of the brain, okay? And that then brings to life all that has been dormant in your life during the winter of your soul.